Have you ever felt a strange sense of tension when someone else's success steals the spotlight? For some, this feeling goes beyond jealousy, transforming into something darker: envy. Envy is more than simply wanting what someone else has. It's an emotion that can turn admiration into resentment and bitterness. For individuals with narcissistic personality disorder, envy isn't just a fleeting emotion. It's a constant companion that shapes their entire worldview. In this video, we're going to uncover why envy is a driving force behind much of the toxic behavior exhibited by narcissists, how it warps their relationships, and the profound impact it has on those around them. Understanding this is crucial to spotting narcissistic behavior and protecting yourself from its subtle dangers. Let's explore the psychology of envy within narcissism. Narcissists often carry an exaggerated and fragile sense of self-worth. They view themselves as inherently superior, needing constant reinforcement from the outside world. However, envy emerges whenever someone else achieves something they perceive as a threat to their self-image. Narcissists thrive on a belief that they are exceptional, often comparing themselves to others to validate their superiority. When they encounter someone with genuine accomplishments or qualities they lack, it disrupts their illusion of grandeur, igniting intense feelings of envy. This perceived threat often triggers a chain reaction of behaviors designed to restore their inflated ego. For narcissists, the achievements of others aren't just neutral events. They are seen as direct criticism of their worth. The success of someone else challenges their self-image, making them feel inadequate. Even subtle reminders of their own limitations can be perceived as an attack, leading them to devalue and criticize others to regain a sense of superiority. These defensive reactions are driven by a desperate need to keep their fragile self-esteem intact. Envy in narcissists isn't just a surface-level reaction to success. It's a defense mechanism that shields them from confronting deep-rooted shame and insecurities. Many individuals with narcissistic personality disorder experience an internal void, an emptiness that contradicts their external display of confidence. To avoid facing their own vulnerabilities, narcissists project feelings of inadequacy onto others. Someone else's accomplishments become a painful mirror reflecting their own perceived failures. They cope by focusing on tearing down the person they envy, projecting their insecurities outward instead of dealing with them internally. This projection allows them to shift the focus away from their emotional wounds. Narcissists often belittle the achievements of those they envy. By minimizing or ridiculing someone else's success, they reduce their psychological discomfort. This helps them preserve their self-image as superior while avoiding the internal struggle with feelings of inferiority. They might dismiss a promotion as undeserved, criticize someone's appearance, or downplay a colleague's talent, all to sustain their own narrative of being the best. The emotional turbulence of envy often pushes narcissists to engage in deliberate sabotage and undermining behaviors. This isn't always about wanting what another person has, but about controlling and diminishing their perceived threat. The envy-driven need to maintain control can lead narcissists to covert acts of sabotage. This can include spreading rumors, making demeaning comments masked as jokes, or even subtly setting up situations where others fail. These acts of sabotage aren't necessarily to gain anything material, but to create a situation where they feel superior. By belittling others, they momentarily soothe their sense of inadequacy. Narcissists often use a tactic called triangulation to manipulate social dynamics. They bring a third party into the mix to create rivalry, jealousy, or tension. This manipulative strategy allows them to stay at the center of attention while diverting focus from their own vulnerabilities. By fostering conflict, they gain a sense of control and ensure that they are perceived as the most significant person in the group. Envy isn't a rational response. It's an emotionally charged state that consumes narcissists, affecting their thoughts, behaviors, and interactions with others. This intense emotional experience is often a mix of hostility, resentment, and a deep sense of injustice. Envy can cause narcissists to develop a profound sense of resentment towards individuals they perceive as superior. This hostility isn't necessarily based on any real transgressions by the other person. Instead, it's a manifestation of their own emotional turmoil. Even when there's no logical reason, the narcissist feels justified in harboring grudges, interpreting the other's success as an attack on their self-worth. For some narcissists, taking pleasure in others' misfortunes acts as a coping mechanism. Seeing those they once envied fail can offer a brief escape from their own feelings of inadequacy. This temporary sense of superiority helps soothe their wounded ego. A key component of narcissistic envy is entitlement. Narcissists often believe they deserve recognition, admiration, and success simply because of who they are, rather than what they have achieved. This entitlement amplifies their envy when others receive praise or accomplishments they feel they rightfully deserve. This sense of entitlement drives them to assume that the success and recognition others receive should be theirs. When they see others thriving, it creates cognitive dissonance, a gap between their expectations and reality. This fuels envy, leading to attempts to undermine those they see as undeserving of their perceived entitlement. Narcissists crave validation, and when they don't receive the recognition they think they deserve, they feel wounded and envious. This creates a cycle of constantly seeking approval while belittling others who receive it. Their longing for admiration is tied directly to their sense of self-worth, making them prone to extreme reactions when they see others achieving what they cannot. The ripple effects of narcissistic envy often extend to personal and professional relationships, leading to manipulative and toxic dynamics. It shapes how narcissists treat those around them and how they attempt to control their environment. Narcissists often employ manipulative strategies to diminish those they envy, ranging from subtle gaslighting to more overt forms of control. Gaslighting is a common tactic where they twist facts or deny reality to make the target doubt their own achievements. This erodes the confidence of the envied person, making them more susceptible to the narcissist's control. Narcissists might isolate the object of their envy by turning others against them. They may spread false narratives or create a negative image to ensure that they are the ones who hold power within the social circle. This isolation not only keeps the target dependent, but also strengthens the narcissist's illusion of superiority. In some cases, narcissists might foster dependency in those they envy. By offering help or guidance, they keep others close, ensuring that any achievements are tied back to their influence. This creates a power imbalance that feeds the narcissist's need for control. Narcissistic envy drives relentless competition and chronic comparison, creating a cycle that prevents them from ever feeling truly content or satisfied. For narcissists, life becomes a series of comparisons, always measuring themselves against others to validate their superiority. This competitive drive can be exhausting, leading to chronic dissatisfaction as they rarely feel secure in their position. Even if they surpass one person, they'll find another to envy, keeping them locked in a cycle of envy and competition. In a bid to outshine those they envy, narcissists often resort to exaggerating their own accomplishments. This need to boast is a direct response to their envy-driven insecurities, as they try to assert their dominance over those they perceive as threats. However, this exaggeration often leads to a fragile sense of fulfillment that quickly fades when new targets of envy emerge. Envy is more than a passing emotion in the world of narcissism. It's a central force that shapes their behavior and relationships. It drives manipulative actions, fuels resentment, and keeps them in a constant cycle of dissatisfaction. Recognizing the signs of envy in narcissists can help you navigate interactions with them more effectively, protecting yourself from potential harm. Remember, the seemingly grandiose displays of narcissists often hide a profound sense of inadequacy, with envy acting as a shield against their emotional vulnerabilities. Have you noticed these patterns in someone you know, or perhaps in yourself? Let's start a conversation in the comments. If you found this video insightful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to check out our other videos for more insights into human behavior and psychology. Until next time. Stay informed and stay safe.